Wildlife is the debut album by Wings, and the third studio album by Paul McCartney since the breakup of the Beatles. The album was recorded during August 1971 at Abbey Road Studios by McCartney and his wife Linda, along with session drummer Denny Seiwell, who they had worked with on the previous album, Ram, and Denny Laine, formerly of the Moody Blues. It was released by Apple Records on December 7, in both the UK and US, to lukewarm critical and commercial reaction. Recording, in July 1971, with a fresh set of McCartney tunes, the newly formed Wings recorded the album in slightly more than a week with the mindset that it had to be instant and raw in order to capture the freshness and vitality of a live studio recording. 5 of the 8 songs were recorded in one take. Paul McCartney later cited the quick recording schedule of Bob Dylan as an inspiration for this. The first session was held at Abbey Road Studios on July 25. As well as recording the tracks that would turn up on the album, the group also recorded the unreleased track Tragedy. McCartney was filmed playing Bip Bop and Hey Diddle around this time, which would later be included in the made-for-TV film, Wings Over the World. The album was rehearsed at McCartney's recording studio in Scotland, dubbed Road Studio, which Paul and Linda had used to make demos of songs that would be used in the album, and recorded at Abbey Road with Tony Clark and Alan Parsons engineering. Paul can be heard saying "Take It, Tony" at the beginning of Mumbo. Paul handled all of the lead vocals, sharing those duties with Linda on I Am Your Singer, and Some People Never Know. Tomorrow features background vocals from Denny Laine and Linda McCartney. On the promotional album, The Complete Audio Guide to the Alan Parsons Project, Alan Parsons discusses how he did a rough mix of I Am Your Singer that Paul liked so much, he used it for the final mix on the album. Music and lyrics, Dear Friend, recorded during the Ram sessions, was apparently an attempt at reconciliation with John Lennon. It was certainly a timely follow-up to John's attack on Paul in the song, How Do You Sleep? From the album Imagine, which had apparently been in retaliation for Paul's digs at John and too many people on Ram. Music critic Ian MacDonald used Dear Friend as a counter-argument to the caricature of McCartney as an emotional lightweight. Wildlife also included a reggae remake of Mickey and Sylvia's 1957 top 40 hit Love Is Strange. A promotional single was distributed in the UK by Apple in December 1971 with catalogue No. 5932, but the commercial release was cancelled due to poor album sales. Release and reception: after announcing to the media the band's formation on August 2, 1971, the group were titled Wings on October 9, 1971. On November 8, the group held a press party in London to announce both the group and Wildlife, which was released on December 7, in both the UK and US, to lukewarm critical and commercial reaction. The album reached number 11 in the UK and number 10 in the US, where it went gold. At the same press party, in an interview with Melody Maker, McCartney said that the group should be soon, in regards to performing live. John Mendelsohn wrote in Rolling Stone that he wondered whether the album may have been deliberately second-rate. In The Beatles, an illustrated record, Roy Carr and Tony Tyler called the album rushed, defensive, badly timed, and over-publicized, and wrote that it showed McCartney's songwriting at an absolute nadir just when he needed a little respect. The liner notes for Wildlife were credited to Clint Harrigan, but in 1990 McCartney admitted to journalist Peter Palmier that he was Harrigan. Lennon claimed to know the identity of Harrigan during their Melody Maker feud in 1972. In December 1971, a Ram outtake Breakfast Blues was mixed by Paul and Linda at A&R Studios. Breakfast Blues was played on WCBS-FM, where McCartney promoted Wings and Wildlife, on December 15. The track was later released as Great Cock and Seagull Race on the 2012 special edition of Ram. The album was first released on CD by EMI's Fame label, on October 5, 1987. In addition to naming the previously hidden tracks, this edition added Oh Woman, Oh Why, Mary Had a Little Lamb, and Little Woman Love as bonus tracks. In 1993, Wildlife was remastered and reissued on CD as part of the Paul McCartney Collection series with singles Give Ireland Back to the Irish, and Mary Had a Little Lamb, as well as B-sides Little Woman Love and Mama's Little Girl, all recorded in 1972 except for Little Woman Love, which was a Ram outtake as bonus tracks, and also 2 hidden tracks, Bip Bop Link between I Am Your Singer and Tomorrow, and Mumbo Link after Dear Friend. A version recorded in the garden of Paul's Scotland home circa June 1971 of the bluegrass-styled Bip Bop featured Paul and Linda's daughter Mary giggling in the background, and segged into a riff called Hey Diddle. This surfaced in 2001 on the compilation Wingspan, Hits and History. In 2007, Paul McCartney's catalogue was released on iTunes. Wildlife received an instrumental version of Give Ireland Back to the Irish as a bonus track. Track listing: all tracks written by Paul and Linda McCartney, except where noted. Side 1, Mumbo Euro 354, Bip Bop Euro 414, Love is Strange Euro 450, Wildlife Euro 648, Side 2, Some People Never Know Euro 635, I Am Your Singer Euro 215, Tomorrow Euro 328, Dear Friend Euro 553. 1993 The Paul McCartney Collection Remaster Mumbo Euro 354, Bip Bop Euro 414, Love is Strange Euro 450, Wildlife Euro 648, Some People Never Know Euro 635, I Am Your Singer Euro 215, Bip Bop Link Euro 052, Tomorrow Euro 328, Dear Friend Euro 553, Mumbo Link Euro 045. 1993 Remaster bonus tracks, Give Ireland Back to the Irish Euro 346, Wings debut single. Eventually banned by the BBC for political reasons. Mary Had a Little Lamb Euro 334, Wings second single. Like Give Ireland Back to the Irish, this was never released on an album until the Paul McCartney collection was released. Little Woman Love Euro 211, B-side to Mary Had a Little Lamb. Mama's Little Girl Euro 341, first release was in 1990 as the B-side of the Put It There single. 2007 iTunes bonus track, Give Ireland Back to the Irish 347, non-vocal version. B-side of Give Ireland Back to the Irish. Personnel, Paul McCartney Euro vocals, bass guitar, piano, keyboards, percussion, Linda McCartney Euro keyboards, piano, percussion, vocals, Denny Laine Euro guitars, bass guitar, percussion, keyboards, vocals, Denny Seiwell Euro drums, percussion, Alan Parsons and Tony Clark Euro engineering. Charts. References, footnotes. Citations. Sources,